Mic check, mic check. 1 2 1 2. What's going on, gang? I'm sorry for running late here, but I could not I couldn't leave. I showed up my daughter's volleyball practice, and she's looking to try out for another club team, and like they were having a really good practice, long practice, so I kind of waited it out over there. And then I kind of took a detour through the city park, probably took out a couple of, I think I took out a city nursery and a morgue on the way here. There's probably a bunch of angry babies and zombies chasing after me. Anyway, welcome to the stream. We're back. We got 90 seconds here. Yeah. Oh, Nate, I didn't see you ask for ETA. My bad. I was kind of busy. So let's get into it really quickly. The daily closed bearish. We made a top wick here today. The 4-hour close, not much of a top. Well, yeah, actually it did close with a top wick. I think at a resistance, and we just rebroke 4-hour lows, which is also the hourly and the previous hourly. And we just won a closure. We have a range here below the range. Very overextended, but we want a bottom wick, and if we can get that top wick into 4081, I'm okay with some sells here, but we're gonna need a bottom wick on this candle. The hourly will close bearish if that happens. Let's see. Obvious, clear and obvious support here. There's a level there we wicked off of before. Who likes that rally? Hey, we called this rally at 1:30, 2 o'clock. Actually, right? It was 2 on the dot. I said, get ready for a rally, put on your helmets. And the market did not look back since. It's ran up for 400 pips. Yeah, Clubhouse really valuable. And that was a nasty closure there. As the 4-hour has rebroken its own lows. Look, 4-hour running down. There's a support. It's tapping into right here, actually. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't take any bias here. This is a lit candle here at a resistance. So I'd expect this drive through here. We're probably going to see 4070 here, really 4067. Nothing for me here just yet. I'd need another range to print here. Not another range. Okay. Smaller time frame range. I need a wick, right? And wicks are ranges on a smaller time frame. So that's why I say I need another range to print so I can have some so I can utilize it, I guess, for my trade. Right now there's no range. There's nothing I can use to take advantage of my trade. Parzo, what's up, man? Yo. Why the hell did Solo Trader go after me today? What was that? All I said was, shout out Eddie Lips. And this dude went after me. What was that, man? Cam for your neck. I don't even know what cam for your neck means.
Came for your neck. He like came out of nowhere too. He's always been
came
like
for your neck.
quiet.
Yeah, that was strange. Out of nowhere, like, cause I know she shows up on streams over here. So I seen PW talk about Eddie. I was like, shout out to Eddie Lips. At first I didn't realize they were going in on him. They were going after Eddie. So I just literally hopped on PW's stream and he had Eddie Lips, Eddie profile.
Oh my god.
He had it on the stream. I was like, all right, sick. What'd I just walk into? Shout out Eddie. Next thing I know, everyone's going for Eddie's neck and for my neck. I was like, oh shit, I must have walked into something bad. Turns out Eddie trolled him with some shit like that. And I'm over here like, shout out Eddie.
Jesus.
And everyone, they fucking went after me. I was like,
yeah, Solo.
I don't know what I just walked into, but W. I was
Yeah,
like,
yesterday, like in the mid or the late night stream, Solo just said that you were a scammer, and I'm like, just out of nowhere, like there was no relevance to the conversation of
all right,
anything.
let's let's see if we can scam you guys for some more pips today. Let's see if we can scam some more pips out of today's session.
Little stimmies.
Yeah. Everybody loves a stimmy. It's like a Jeffrey. Everybody loves a Jeffrey.
I don't know, just not any from Puffy, you know.
Yeah, right. Oh, he was in that movie, I remember. You know how many cockatoos I got?
When they started feeling on the walls and shit, Puffy's eyes were like gone, bro.
He said, I'm gonna cover the whole inside of my house in this material.
Yeah.
That was so funny. Who streamed? Oh, this morning on PW stream.
Yeah, Mr. Violence.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the arrow here. That's the only trade I would have taken today. I wasn't by the PC at that very moment, but that was the only trade I would have taken today. Yeah, but it was just like random. I'm like, what the fuck he said fuck me for? Patrick Mills, a crazy dude. He's not too far away. He was like 20 minutes away from me. I have no idea who the hell was PW till today. Oh. Doom door. I got you. Where's your lizard? That is a loaded question. That is a setup question. It's in its terrarium. Right, kiddo? Uh-huh. You see what she's doing? It's huge. Huge. Believe me. They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs. But they are not eating our phenomenal lizard. I don't know. Dang. DPW more of a gambler than a trade. I don't know nothing about it. I've never seen him actually take a trade. So I don't know, like, he might have taken a trade when I was there and I wouldn't know about it. I just don't know like how it's announced there or like how they do it. Like, I don't know. Is it like, do they do it like Roger or do they do it like, because I don't know.
RogerBanks.com.
Yeah. Get the bundle, gang. Damn, that last hourly closure Really did a number on us, huh? Oh my God, who remembers me discussing this yesterday? Anybody remember this? Hey gang, you could take this right here. If I'm gonna be on, I will look for, what time did this happen? I wasn't on for this either. Right here, remember I said you could take this right here with a 6-7 pip stop. I talked about it on stream. Look at that wick. That would have been a break-even position if you lose it because it's only a 6 pip risk. Look at that wick there. Would have been right there, and that drove you for how much? Yeah, that drove you for fucking quite a bit. 120 pips. I spoke about this on stream. Hey, if it comes down there, we're gonna take the 8 pip stop, 7 pip stop. We're looking to snipe it right off of there. Man, if you guys paid attention last night, you would have caught like 3 or 4 positions after stream. Throughout the day today, actually, throughout the morning. You would have caught this, you would have caught, sorry, could have that bottom wick, caught this bottom wick, which I spoke about all the time too. When you get that heavy drop, I'm not looking for a bounce off of here. I'm looking for it to break through, close back in range. Next candle, if we go to the 30, straight bounce right into that area. Remember, I talk about this all the time. This is one of the positions I broke down last Wednesday as well. With right after the late candle position, this is the one I broke down. With that heavy push down, we're gonna close back up in range. That next candle, and you see how it's a whipsaw here? It was a whipsaw even on the 5-minute. But guess what? The first thing that happened here was a bottom wick. See this whipsaw right there? That's why I have an arrow there. I was trying to figure out how it played out. And if you go to the 1-minute, you see the bottom wick hit, and then the ride up began, and it didn't stop for 100 and... That actually never came back down there. How about that? Oh, 450 pips. So, yeah, man, we discussed all of this. Got to pay attention. Don't be an indicator, okay? Don't be lagging over here. Don't watch something play out and be like, oh, this is it. No, trade this shit in real time. You don't need to be an indicator and be lagging. Right back into that area. Just wouldn't take it again. Look at that. We just spoke about it. Wick to wick on the dot. Hope the mods recognize that called the sells. I think they recognized you were spamming. But I appreciate you showing up here, man. You had that position this morning right here, this bottom wick, Daniel, right? Bro, your name on YouTube is MILF Hunter? Damn, Daniel, I swear you're like my best student. Knows what I'm looking for. He knows what I'm locking in on. I'm your best student, 5 years. Nah, you just been in this grade the longest. You ever take first grade for 5 years? You ain't give me a free account yet? Yo, Daniel, you ever got a free account for me? Have I ever given you a free account? I might have. I don't know, honestly. I have. Fuck. Well, that was bad. That's he said, gotcha. Remind me of Dave Chappelle. Gotcha, bitch. Nah, I didn't just give it to him. He won one, right? I've never given an account to anyone just to give, ever. Like, I've never just given. It was always for something. We've given away, like I said, over $15 million throughout the life of the stream in funding. In funded accounts. And they have, not a single one of them has been like, oh, here you go. Like, hey, can you hook me up with an account? Sure, here you go. No. Never. Never have I ever. Ask me a question. Create a scenario. Okay. Let's say for one day, your mother and your girlfriend went through a Freaky Friday thing and switched like souls, and like one was in the other. Hey, kiddo, can you do me a favor? Can you go can you go bring me a water from the kitchen? Sam, do me a favor, bring me a water from the kitchen. Come on. Thank you. Please, go. Go. I'm watching. Go. Run. Bring me a water. Just go. Which one of them would you fuck? There was no water? All right, thank you for the iced tea. I'll take the iced tea. So which one? No, not you, baby. Go ahead, ask me a question. We want to know the answer, I'm sorry, Ahab. Give us the answer. Which one? You said create a scenario. I gave you a good one. I went into detail. Yeah, don't ever let Wix create a scenario. Damn, that closure is tough. I wish I had a bottom wick because right now we'd be taking top wick countries on this 15. That's a tough closure. It tells me we should come back up, so I'm gonna hold off. Levels aren't perfectly defined either, right? It'd be amazing we get that fake out. Yeah. Yeah, we got 13 minutes here for this 30 to close. We don't really have range on the previous candle, but guess what? This candle just created this wick, this range. Yeah, that's what I said. We'd be taking a top wick sell off. If and only if we had a bottom wick on that previous candle. Right now we're creating a range, which means we've created this wick, candles closed, which means if we can attempt to push up here on this hourly, fail, and then come back down, I'll be happy with that. Continue with the lower highs, lower low scenario. And if we start closing bullish into this like candle, I'm honestly probably not looking to trade this until we're above 40.81. But I'd want to be above here. Anything below here is still kind of bearish structure, in a sense. Right. Yeah, give me 3 minutes actually. You're right back because I just ran in here and got nothing done. So let's do a little intro. Just give me a sec. This is a story about life, about struggle, about success. Not just mine, but yours too. Because whether you see it now or not, we're all trading something every single day. Time, energy, choices. That's life. That's trading. I wasn't always here. I wasn't always the guy you see on your screen. I started out just like most people, uncertain, broke, doubting the system, doubting myself. But one thing kept me going, the belief that life's biggest opportunities aren't given, they're taken, and I took mine. See, trading isn't just about charts, candles, or currencies. It's about discipline, patience, and the courage to bet on yourself. It's about understanding that every loss is a lesson and every win is a stepping stone. It's about the grind, the sleepless nights, the early mornings, and that voice in your head telling you to keep going when the rest of the world says stop. But let me tell you something. This journey didn't start with success. It started with failure. More failures than I can count. I remember sitting in front of my screen, watching the markets eat me alive, thinking maybe this isn't for me. But deep down, I knew it wasn't about the markets. It was about me, my mindset, my choices, my willingness to adapt, to learn, and to grow. The truth is, trading is a mirror. It shows you who you really are. It forces you to face your fears, your doubts, and your limits. But it also shows you your potential if you're brave enough to see it. I'm here now because I refuse to quit, because I learned to see every loss as a stepping stone, every setback as a setup for a comeback. And if there's one thing I want you to take away from this, it's this. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be persistent. Success isn't about getting it right all the time. It's about staying in the game long enough to win. This isn't just a stream. This is a movement. A space where we don't just talk about markets. We talk about life, about growth, about becoming the best version of yourself, not just as a trader, but as a person. Because the truth is, the charts don't care about you, but this community does. I do. And together, we're gonna rise. So, take a deep breath, clear your mind, and get ready. This is where traders are made. This is where dreams are built. And this is where your story begins. Let's get it. All right, got that cryptochronic I kind of like. It's a level here, but we're not back in range, so I'm still not looking for buys here. But we did get that bullish flip, right, that we expected, because that previous candle closed with no bottom wick, so we did get that bullish flip. Now, what are we gonna do with it? Where's gold gonna go? Yeah, no, I'm not muted. I think the volume might have been a little too loud, but I'm not muted. Phone. Okay, put you in the building. What's up, brother? Get in from work. 20 seconds here for the last 30 of the 4-hour candle. The 4-hour looking great here, right? Looking like sell limits at 40.79. 4-hour. But we got another 30 minutes. We've created the range down. Can we look for a wick fill? I don't know. Doesn't look like it here. No decision made on this previous 15 candle, on this previous 30 candle. I'm sorry, just we're gonna close doji as we did just close doji. Hello? Hello? You gonna open up this? I feel like this thing's gonna open up down here right now. 40.57. Hello? Oh, it's gonna go up. Technically, we're still bearish. Well, technically, here we closed below, right? We closed below the most recent. We're holding this level to the left, which is a higher time frame level. But we did close below the most recent. The issue is the hourly, the previous hourly closed with no bottom wick. So I would expect this hourly to come back up. Right, so we'll see what happens. Right, and it's not like this hourly just flipped bullish with a bottom wick. It flipped bullish after a bottom wick that's coming off support. Bounced off that gap there. Right? So not enough data to clearly show us direction. Or to show us clear direction. Last hour sucks. Yeah, I was looking to see, hey, sell a replay here. But we are making higher highs, higher lows with these wicks. And honestly, it would make sense if this wick didn't bounce off support so we can have the drive to support. But it already tapped it, so we might retest it, but I'd want a closure. What if we kept it at the most recent? So let's look at the range to the left here. Last time we came down and bounced here, that price came back all the way up here, 40.79. Not done so yet. Okay, see, 40.79 in order. First to wait for this outer close, heavy bullish, then continue buys downside. They gotta identify what say. I'm gonna change your name from Star Trading to Star Wars. You be talking like Yoda. Buys downside takeout, identify what say. Very wise you are. Very wise are you. Oh, 40, 79. Oh, even higher. Indecisive 4-hour candle right now at the moment with 20 minutes to go. First 3.5 hours did not decide a thing. We're right back at the same price. Right? Hmm. 20 minutes here. 21. 21, 21. Man, what a run we've been on in the last few weeks in the clubhouse. Exciting times, exciting times. Four-hour, has it reflipped bullish? No, not yet. You okay? Benny, I don't know. He might have walked outside. Got a mind of his own. Can't find it at home. Hides in the stove. Choppy. Choppy. I know this message might hurt you, but you never give respect to people and say very bad words every time. That's why you're watching that increasing. You need to change your attitude. never give respect to people. Do I come off like that? Really? Oh, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to apologize for that. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to apologize for that. Yeah, I don't even honestly like. Yeah, I guess we curse from time to time, but I also don't expect like little kids here because like you can't trade if you're under 18, right? So I don't expect like Cartoon Network crowd. He said he doesn't like me. He didn't say that. He's giving me a suggestion. It's constructive criticism. It would be dumb of me to hold it against him. It would be really obtuse of me. Maybe there's something to it, you know? But the fact that I say bad words. Of course I do. But the fact that I don't give respect to people, I think I'm very respectful, and I actually think I go above and beyond in terms of getting the point across and telling people what to look for, where most people would be like, yeah, just do this, that. And I really go into detail when I discuss things. But it may be my tone, the way I go about it, but I don't think I'm disrespectful. I think I'm actually very respectful. And then if you're gonna like compare like relatively, I think I'm very, very. But like it's tough for me to be objective on my own, dude, right? But yeah, noted. Gladly noted. Appreciate your input. True story, was a good trader. Yeah, I don't think he was disputing that. I just think he was saying I'm not a good person. Remember what I told you guys earlier? This in this industry, like it doesn't care if you're a good person or if you're a piece of shit or if you've done a lot of dirt in your life. This industry rewards hard work and effort. Right? You really put your hard work, you put your soul into this, you'll get rewarded. It doesn't matter if you're, you know, if you're going to heaven or hell here in this industry. Even though, like I said, I'm raising my kids to go to heaven, not to Harvard, right? So that's very important. But in this industry, it doesn't matter. Don't be like, oh man, maybe it's because I done this in life, because I'm losing right now. Oh man, it's because I stole cars when I was growing up, or because like I screwed over my friends when I was growing up. This is what I know. Like, there's plenty of bad people that make good money doing this because they put in the hard work and effort. Any good kush tonight? Yeah. I'm smoking sour space candy. I'm smoking some sours. Let her finish, Kyle, please. She's almost done. She's finished. Sam, it's her turn, by the way. You've had it for a while, but yeah, let her finish. Don't just rip it away from her. All right, gang, last 15 here of this 4-hour candle, and we're pretty doji here. Really indecisive. Sam, it's her turn. You know it's her turn. Hey, girls. Hey, I can't have you fighting here. If you want, put on gloves. Take it outside. You don't want to go? It's raining? Okay, then just please give her a second. Wait. Exactly. I just stopped taking trading personal, and the results have been better because it's not personal, right? But you know, it's market's not out to get you, right? Like don't wish trading was easier. Wish you were better. But like from a personal standpoint, like I care more about when I lose, right, than when I win. Because not because, you know, most of the people that are streaming online and trading, they just don't want to look bad in front of the audience. Like I don't have like I said before, I've been in the trenches with you guys for the last half a decade. There's no loss. That we've taken every possible type of loss and win in here. There's no laws that could change what I've done in the industry or in the community. So like to me, when I take a loss, I don't look at it, damn, I just lost in front of 100 people. That's, you know, been there, done that. I genuinely feel bad because like if I'm taking a position, naturally there's gonna, just because I do this, there's gonna be a couple of hundred people taking that position with me. And like I feel your pain when you guys take a loss, and I take it with you, you know, because I'm in the trenches with you. I said before. If trading requires an edge, what would your last 1,000 trades reveal? If they show a consistent edge, is trading mainly execution? If not, does the real edge become psychology? Okay, let's talk about the last 1,000 trades. They have all been right here, to the left here. Right? So there's roughly 1,000 trades. We just got over the 1,000 trade barrier, right? So let's look. It's been a system that's been built here in-house over time. We are at 698 wins, 116 losses. So roughly 700 to 100. Right, so you tell me, does that show a consistent edge? And I will say trading is mainly, it's more execution. It's 99% waiting, 1% clicking that button. I'm sorry, gang. Give me 1 second. Okay. If not, does the real edge become psychology? So here's the deal. You have to be able to spot opportunity in the markets. So your edge is an experience. That's what it's in. The knowledge you get guided by experience is your edge. You have to be able to read the market. Execution is a huge part. It's huge part, but you have to be able to spot opportunity, to spot trends, to spot patterns. Not like patterns, oh, like you got a W or you got something else. I'm talking about patterns in terms of behavioral patterns, right? Like I said before, this is the futures market. This is where all other industries come to hedge, right? It's the world's insurance for the financial markets. Now, they don't care. Remember I said they're hedging. They don't care what price they're getting in. Let me talk about this again. When farmers are buying crops, they need to hedge. When airlines buy fuel, they got to hedge it. They do it here in the futures market. They don't care what price they get in. They just need to have positions open in the other direction to make sure that they don't lose money in their business. What happens in that case? They must trade. And when trades have to be placed, it creates patterns in trading and in the way the candles print, and that's our edge. When we can spot those things, when we see those things happen over and over, and we realize that they repeat because those trades have to be placed, that creates your edge. We're not here to hedge like the farmers and the airlines are. We're here to gain an advantage based on the fact that they have to trade. We're closing above the most recent. This is the 4-hour closure. It's tough. Are we going to get a Lareggi? We're going to get a pancake Lareggi? If this candle closes no top wick or like it is right now, I'm going to have a sell limit right here. Right? The 30 no top wick. Oh, I'm sorry. That previous 15 had no top wick. 30 might hold the 30 level. We'll see. See what happens here. Yeah. The idea I was just talking about is if we get this closure, the next candle I'm looking for is this. Top wick into there, and this. So if we close like this green candle, there will be sell limit here as we start getting closer in the last 30 seconds of the candle. I'll see how we're closing. Stops will be above here, and that's it. It's not a bad stop either. 65 pips. Yeah. Good. So the idea here is to play the relationship between the two candles, right? So we need a certain type of closure here, and we need a certain type of opening on the next candle for that to be valid. See what happens. If we get to this point, that negates our entire trade if it taps this area beforehand. Hello, what's up, Freedom? Vantage points roughly 30 pips. Two minutes here. Hey, give me 1 second. Run to the bathroom real quick. All right, 30 seconds here, gang. Let's see what it does if we get our leg candle. $15 seconds. Okay, guess not. Did hold the hourly though. I'm sorry, the 30 closed above the hourly. Got nothing. Got nothing here. It's a 4-hour closure. 4-hour closed bullish above this area. But off, bouncing off resistance. Yeah, I mean, market's telling me different stories. Smaller time frames and the higher time frames are telling me different narrative. Took 10, 20 pips, fast trading, listen to Wix, he's the man. Yep, W. You ever try Smoke Meth and Star Hyperscalp? And I just wouldn't try the first one, period. Clean range right here, right above here. There's a bit of a chop here. Clean range above 88. A celery play forming. Why not look for a BW entry? I'm filled at 1 hour, 4 hour. Because we didn't close it. What's a BW entry? Over here. I'm not convinced we're gonna fly up, number one. Number two, like we close right at resistance. Yeah, we didn't break out past this area with momentum, right? Maybe if we closed above here, 40.90, opened up with a bottom wick, I could look for support to take it off where stops make sense. Just doesn't. Like I've seen situations like you hold this, I've seen this right down. I want a clear closure. Looking long now, like it's looking and what it does are two different things. Or what it'll eventually do. Like it might do what it's looking like, but in the grand scheme of things, those are two different things of what you think or what you feel versus what it actually does. This be 30's throwing it off. Like there's many things. Like 30's throw, we close out resistance. The higher time frame is here. We've kind of wicked into it, pushing back. So like there's better opportunities to be had. Like, oh, it looks good, you know, it doesn't look that bad here, let's take it, is not really what you want to do. What you want to do is have the trade fall into your lap. If it looks but you're not too sure, wait a little, it'll look better. Look at all these wicks in this little area. It sucks. I'm gonna be here through this hour. Yeah, I was an hour late, so we're gonna be here at least 11. Not just because I was an hour late. I didn't see many opportunities. Yeah, there's nothing I would have taken there. Would you have taken the buys at 8 a.m.? Yes, right here. Wait, where are they? Oh. Right here, this bottom wick I would have taken right there. 8:30. That's an 8:30 candle. No, would not have taken any buys. Until 8:30. And we would have seen zero drawdown. We would have sniped it for something. At 8 p.m. No. Channel would have rode up completely without me. I would not have touched this. There's nothing I would have done here in Asian session. My chart's at 40.56, 40.90. Oh, that's right. I think the new contract is available. Thank you. Look it up. Look this up. We're at a 5 here. So if I go to MGC, see. $41.12 MGCZ. And the spread is smaller. Yeah. Okay, this is the new contract that everyone's going to be on. This is where we should be looking. MGCZ or GCZ or QGC or CGCQZ, whatever you have. Z. 41.12. It's now available on my broker, right, and on MetaTrader. So, and you guys are right. The spreads are 1-2 over there. Okay, look, the hourly closed above, right? But the 30 held. What do we need? We need a 30 close above. If a 30 can get this closure above this level, the hourly can close above. We have this more recent range that we can look to fill. Because I think closure above here fills the wick here. With a bullish 4-hour, right after an attempt to come down here, bottom wick. If anything, we should drive down if we're going to come down here and get a closure below. But if we end up closing above, I do not mind looking for some buy. Fill that wick. At this point, the hourly's closed above the most recent here, closed above this hourly level, and the 30 held. Can we get that 30 to close above? 15 held as well. Because what happens once the 30 closes above here, then you have the 4 hour closing above here being bullish. You have the 1 hour closing above being bullish, and then you have the 30 falling in line here. 41 hour 30. I think the 15 will eventually fall in line. Well, I think if 15 should eventually fall in line if every higher time frame starts moving in that direction. Very good rule of thumb. Try to have all your time frames in the same direction, or at least showing that that's where they're going. When you look for a rejection area with your wick entries, how far to the left do you usually go? It's not about how far. I go to the last time we were here in this area, the very last time, right? Because if I'm going to look left here, right? Price starts breaking above. We have nothing here, right? Nothing on our screen. I look to the left. Long. It's an area of concern. This now, as we start scrolling back, as they come up from wherever you're going, that's the area of concern. I'm not worried about this chop too much because this has cleared it down, this has cleared it up, right? We came back here, yeah, area, you can tell there's still orders there, but because it's been cleared, I'm not worried about it until we started creating it here again. Now I'm starting to worry about the chop, right? In this case, through here, through 4110 to 4105. But as we're moving down here and we push down, I'm not worried about it, this coming back up, because I see price has cleared all those orders out. Nothing is here because price has gone through here. Those orders are gone. They're off the books. I'm going to base it on this. But the key is not how far left. The key is now, do you have your higher time frames here falling in line with the smaller time frames? What levels would make sense? Is the 4 hour level a level here, or is this my target? Then my advantage point. Those are nuances that you're going to be able to differentiate and realize which variables you need to plug into your equation, into your setup, and which not. You're going to be able to do that just off experience, right? By seeing it enough. If I say knowledge guided by experience is irreplaceable, that's the most valuable type of knowledge. That's what's going to stick in your head. That's what you remember when you go through it again, because you're like, oh shit, I've gone through this. I've experienced this. I've seen this before. So once the area is cleared with strong momentum, we usually don't bother with it until too much and go by most recent PA. Yeah, I would go by the most recent, but go not just most recent. Make sure you're doing top-down analysis in terms of, you know, higher time frame, smaller time frame, falling in line, and telling you about the same levels. And what's really important to you in your immediate, you know, trading session. Like, you don't want to be looking at this up here and you're only here for 2 hours, right? You're only here for 2 candles and you're looking at this down here. You're never going to see it. Worry about it when you start getting there, right? Right now you're worried about this area, and over the next, you know, 40 minutes, whatever. Don't need to, you don't really care what's down here. Or care about this, but that was just a reference for me. I only care about where you're at the moment. But yeah, once an area is clear, see, we had chop here. We've cleared it out. On the way down, I'm not too worried about this chop. Cleared it here. I'm not too worried about this chop to the left here. Prices. Cleared out those orders. Now, those orders will go back on the book a lot because people are just attached to their trades, their levels. that's where companies execute, I guess, their prices, right? But cleared it out the other way. I would focus on the more recent price. Yeah, I wouldn't go back here on the 4 hour unless start looking like through here, through these areas. No, you go. You'll see over time, your eyes will just adjust to looking and focusing on just things matter to you, right? This little gap is irrelevant to us after all of this price has gone through it. How part of you understand? May please do in your stream once per convenience to tackle that volume price. Today, New York stock. This was New York session here today. Like, I was like, all right, let me see something for 9:30. Open something. And then I fucking had to run. Yeah, I got back in quite a bit later, but I was like, New York session. But guess what? We did miss a 100 pip trade. We would have smacked the market for 100 pips here in New York off the bottom wick. I was there. Can you explain pancake and a pineapple? So, like I said, this would have been pancake down here. That wick entry. Pancake is just a wick entry with price going against you. That's just kind of the definition, but you need to see it. You need to see it. There's many different variations of the pancake. Probably, I think already 8 different variations. There's 7 for sure, but there's 7 or 8 different variations of the pancake. V1, V2, V3, and you know the first. I think the first 3 that happened the most often, I went over on last week's Wednesday stream. I believe it was Wednesday. It could have been Thursday or Tuesday, but I believe it was Wednesday Asian session. We went over the 3 that happened the most that you'd want to see and that have the highest win rate. They're all over 90%. That's a pancake, and a pineapple is adding on to your position in drawdown, but just by its very nature, majority of the time, the pineapple is a pancake position. Before, in years prior, I did not plan for the pineapples. I did, but I did not execute them to the level of to today's levels. We did not execute. Today we have if I'm taking a pineapple, I'll know it before a trade that this trade might have a pineapple. Today I don't get into trades without knowing prior that there's a possibility of a pineapple and what kind of risk to put on it. But it took us a while to get to this understanding. I'm just trying to save you guys some time, you know, because you're eventually gonna see the same things. Like to shorten your journey here. Oh. I honestly, I don't even want a closure above you. I just want this shit to ride up and clear everything out here because I don't want to then take buys into the top. I want to clear everything out and then we can pull back and get a little retest going. Sorry, I didn't mean to make 170 of you yawn just now, but it is what it is. No, contagious. I'm contagious with these yawns, gang. Yeah, give me a sec. Hold on a sec, chat. Hold on.
What's good, fam?
Smoke weed every day.
Everybody all right?
Smoke weed every day. Smoke weed every day.
Smoke weed every day.
Over there.
Over there.
I'm muted, huh? I didn't realize I'm over here talking to you. So what's up, bro?
Okay.
How you doing?
I thought my end. I thought maybe my end was messed up.
No, I'm talking. I just realized I had the mute button pressed. I'm over here. Smoke weed every day.
Well, I heard that part.
Yeah, but I was talking through it.
Yeah. What's good, man?
Yeah, same shit, different toilet seat, you know?
Yeah, trying to sit back down in it. Had a busy weekend. I hosted my high school reunion, all class reunion, and I had my 30th anniversary party on Saturday.
So you had a 30-year reunion?
I do the all class reunion every year. I've been doing it for 10 years or more.
Are you doing it for all the classes?
Yeah, I host an all class for my high school. So we had actual tents and stuff set up for all the
Yeah,
classes.
so every class know you.
Yes. And then I had my 30-year anniversary on Saturday with the wife. We had a dinner thing for about 50, 75 people. We did that on Saturday, but Friday and Sunday was in my high school reunion. I was at the picnic all day from 8 o'clock in the morning to 8, 9 at night. It was all good.
Yeah, some shit that my high school would not be able to trust me with.
Oh, trust me, I'm the man. I put it all together from where it was to where now. They said, oh, he has come to me.
Are there still any teachers in your high school that were there when you were there?
I don't even remember none of the names, so I wouldn't even know. I doubt it.
My chemistry teacher, if she's still there, would have to be 106 years old. Kind of wild. She was there. She was there when my brother went to school, when I went to school, when my brother went to school, when Stefan Marbury went to school, when Marv Albert went to school. Shit. The name of the school is Abraham Lincoln, and she might have been there when Abraham Lincoln went to school. Straight up. She might have been Abe Lincoln's chemistry teacher.
Right.
Crazy old lady. All right, what a closure here on a 30, right? Respecting resistance. Minor top wick. Are we going to attempt to push up here? This sucks because I need a range 2 on this. This is a bullish, hourly bullish 30. Let's make a support here. We're not back into this range. But it's got room, and it's got, how much? It's got 40 pips worth of room before we should bounce up. So there's a possibility we bounce at 30, 40 pips here. But I think if we get a nice top wick, I would not mind it. Top wick, I'm talking about retesting the highs of the candle here. 41.13, 41.14 areas. Clearly held, but the hourly is above the range, right? This could be a bottom wick for this hourly to ride up. So I want to give it that chance. I want to give it the chance to push up here, fail, and then we can take advantage of it on the break of the lows, and the break of the lows will give us the support here. I would go B at 41.08 and partials at 41.07. Yeah, look at this closure across the board. Okay, this is that chance. I'm gonna, you see, it's coming up here. It had a chance to push up. If it fails, this is what I want it to look like. We got it. We're gonna have to break the lows. So if he stops, partials will be right there. That flipped the candle bullish. That flipped the hourly bullish. Do not re-break that low, gang. I'm gonna have a sell stop. The reason I don't take the wick entry there is because we formed the bottom wick. And we can push up here, right? This can just continue pushing with the higher time frame. That closed below here. Level to the left. Last two times, look at this. We closed below there. Right? We have this level here. Close below. Next candle brought us down. Close below again. Looking for that same move. And this candle, when it closed below, brought us down to that support. So that's the move we're looking for. 4107.3. I do think that eventually we should fall in line with the 4 hour. Stops the previous 30 low. If we opened up with a top wick and this bottom wick wasn't here, yeah, we would have gotten in on a wick entry there. There's a trade you just showed, consider double tap entry. I'm not sure what that means, double tap. You mean like a double top? I don't look at things like that. It's just a resistance to me, and you just retest the resistance and you held it, right? You got a bearish closure there. You've attempted to push up here on the hourly, or you flipped bullish, right? You're flipping bullish again here, right? If it's gonna push, it should push now, right? We're giving it a chance. So this is the likelier thing to happen. You got to understand. But on the off chance that it doesn't happen and it comes down, at that point, the likelier thing to happen will be the fill of the range on the off chance, right? If the off chance plays out here, which means the current candle low is broken, then the probability of it coming down here is very high. If chance doesn't happen, it's just falling in line with probabilities. At this moment, the probability dictates that we should come up here based on the higher time frame, based on that wick, right? But the closure on the 30 holding resistance. The top wick here attempting to make that push, right? Flipping the hourly and the 4 hour bullish. And failing just to come back down, re-break the lows. I would say we have to drive up off a support. And the next support below here is down here. That's the reason for partials there. Does that mean that's what's going to happen? No, I don't think that's what's going to happen. And probability dictates that that's not what happens. But on the off chance that this does break that low on this candle, probability will dictate that this will fill the range down here. Capiche?
Remember it. Write it down. Take a picture. I don't give a fuck.
It means that retesting the bottom wick confirmation entry at that bottom wick because it double taps, something like that. No. Did not break that high. That previous 30 high, which re-breaks the hourly high, right? So we don't want to re-break the hourly high at that point. It's starting to fill. It's moving along with the 4 hour. It's the hourly high breaks, we'll probably delete. But if we hold and break the low, boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Sorry, I don't want you guys thinking this is act rid of it and we'll add it on when we are at. If we do activate. I hope none of you try to get ahead of it and got in on that wick here. It's typical.
I bet somebody did.
It's typical because like every time I have positions, people are like, oh, I got in a bit earlier. I was like, did you guys hit BE? No, we're still in. I got in a bit earlier. Like, what? We just spoke about this. Like, it wouldn't make. All right. And that's, you know, back in the day, I realized people really hang on every word we say here. So like we stopped joking around about entries and being in a position because people take that shit seriously, right? And it's money. So they'll be like, oh, he's in, I'm in. Like, or like, oh, he thinks it's going up, I'm in. So you got to say, but I still do it once in a while, but I try to stay away from that. All I think it's going to do. Is my boy? Not for me, not here. Resistance held here. Don't have a closure. It's pushing. So remember I said I'd rather just push through the entire range, clear all this out. There's a lot of chop here to the left, right? Stop here. There's the resistance here, resistance right there at the gap opening. A lot of things in your way. But if we can clear this out, find a clear resistance and push back, if we hold support, we'll be retesting resistance, right? The trade has not fallen in our lap yet. Okay, Marcus. 4 hour closed above the area that drove down at 10 a.m. Looked out there. We just trade differently, bro. Look how awesome this is. Look, I'll show you. You see this? Let's say this candle doesn't break, doesn't flip here. But you do get that momentum push down. Maybe on the next candle, 2 candles from now. Oops, sorry, wrong color. And you get this. Next candle, if it opens up, heavy momentum push, even if we don't have a top wick here. If it opens up with a top wick, this is your sell area. Because this is the support that you close below, and there's precedent for a resistance form there before it got there. Right here. So this precedent, the fact that it's there, the fact that this is here, gives you, number one, confirmation that this level should see a reaction and that you have a solid stop here, because last time it pushed up here, didn't break this area. So you're going to want a reaction at this area. These are all that, write this down, draw it out, screenshot this. You're going to want this to push up, tap that area and start flipping. That's your entry for a sell limit if you do get that volume push down. Eventually, your goal is to have this candle look like this. Ah, wrong color. We're very racist here. Nothing but white. Yeah. So, there we go. Right? You want this. This gives you stop. This gives you an entry. This gives you precedent and historical price data that it's happened before. This also gives you a break of previous support that you want to turn into resistance. And a lot of times the only reason you don't take this trade when you get a break of support that turns into a resistance, the only time we do not take that trade is when this doesn't exist. When there's no precedent for a resistance at that area. Man, I should be charging for these sessions. Stay an hour later and we go into so much detail. All right, gang, starting tomorrow, 5 rubles. You better have 5 on it. 5 rubles. Not even a dollar. What's 5 rubles? That's like, they don't even make pennies no more, bruh. My dad be collecting pennies. I'd be like, why? He's like, have you seen the auctions? A 1943 penny just went for 2 million.
Much copper is in a penny.
Yo, go look at the top. This year, I think they just had an auction like a month back. My pop sent me. There's a thing. They showed the 10 most expensive pennies at that auction all went for like millions of dollars. You had like a misprint, you had a copper print, you had like a, when there was a shortage and they printed them with like different things. Yeah.
He might be on to something.
He might be onto something.
Mm-hmm.
My pops, man. My pop's always been one of the, like, man, he's worked hard his whole life, always a working dude, but has always believed he's gonna hit the lotto. I told him he's hit it. Look at all these grandkids you got. My mother's always like, nope. In our family, nobody hits the lotto. In our family, we work for our money. I'm like, Ma, well, with that attitude, we ain't gonna get rewarded either.
Trust me, he's hit the lotto. When
Oh
he
yeah.
Who can do and provide.
He's got 5 granddaughters. You don't give a shit about that. He's got 5 granddaughters, 3 of mine and 2 of my brothers. Both my brothers' kids are fucking recruited by D1 colleges.
Volleyball, basketball.
No, one is for the rowing team, so she's already going. She's going to Alabama on a full scholarship.
Nice.
Full ride. Nice. They be staying in the dorm because the athletes have their own dorms away, so they'd be like with the football players, the basketball players, and they get all the facilities. She's like, this thing is state of the art, everything. So the oldest one, she's got a full ride to Alabama. They're all, yeah, like, all, she knows all the football players, everyone on TV. All.
What's the other sport?
And the second one, she does diving. So she dives off the 10-meter platforms, 5-meter platforms, and she does like synchronized diving. It's wild. Like, and she's 13, and she's being recruited. She's just going into high school, right? And she's being recruited already by, I guess, a bunch of colleges. It's pretty insane. And meanwhile, the first one's got a full ride, the older one, but the younger one, she's the likely one to make the Olympic team, right? She's the likeliest.
There you go. That right there, that's what I was thinking about.
Yeah, we've been talking to her about that, and she's like, get that out of your head. It's so far away. And she hates us talking about it, but like, she won the silver medal. I was going to say third. She placed second in the United States national with her partner in the national diving competition. She placed second for synchronized diving off a 3-meter platform. Second in the country. So that's like, if this was the trials, the Olympic trials, she would have made the Olympic team.
To her, it's a long way away.
Yeah, to her, she hates us talking about it, but like, to us, it's like,
a long way away.
You're gonna be fucking Olympic.
It's not a long way away at all. When you're that young, it seems like it, but
Yeah.
It's not. That's why they're recruiting already.
Oh,
They
you
know
out?
it ain't wrong way either.
Sam's out. Later, Sam. Appreciate you coming through. Yeah, I'm gonna see this hourly out, see if we get something setting up. If not, then I'll take it into the signal channel and we'll trade in there. I mean, we put over 100 pips last night. So, I mean, you've been good. Latest subscriber, Ugana. Damn. A crazy name.
If one of y'all says some silly ass name, this whole class is gonna feel my wrath.
Straight up. What happened to the 3 Aarons we used to have coming through here? How many of those guys?
Aaron, where are you? Where is Aaron right now? No Aaron, huh?
Hey, gang,
You better
delete that,
be
by the way.
sick, dead,
If
or
you had a
mute.
cell stop here.
Aaron.
Damn, see you tomorrow, brother. Oh, man. 7 minutes here. Be patient. This trade's going to fall in your life. You think, oh, this is the time right now, and it doesn't look amazingly clear, give it another candle. It'll set up in such a way where like, oh, yeah, like now this is obvious. Why the fuck was I even in that previous candle? Often you felt like that. Damn, I wish I didn't get in that candle. I've just seen that. I would have gotten in here because you didn't plan out the steps of or the possibilities of what could happen further. You just don't want it to leave without you. You're like, oh, it's gonna run from here. Quite often it doesn't. This 1 hour right here looks almost identical to what this 15 looks up here. Five. Huh? Yeah, regardless of what happens, the next 9 minutes, I'm waiting. Yeah, the 15, give you a top wick, now it came down to flip, break that low, closed above the most recent range, respecting the overall. 30 broke that previous 30, so no sells here on the break of the lows. Where's Daniel? Daniel, got any positions here this evening? Just to hold it? You're not in here, no. Really? Link? AME? Link name? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Shit, my pops be sending me.
Oh, okay.
Random. Yeah, that's her right here. Check this out. Gosh, I don't know if you can see it here. This shit. Crazy.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, that's wild.
Yeah.
To me.
I hope she made it to the Olympics, or at least is in there. She ain't got to even perform, just a team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm big on the Olympics, me and the wife. So we going to LA.
Beautiful day, I
We
look
went to
guys.
We
What's
went to
up,
Atlanta, track and field on our honeymoon. In Atlanta.
Where right now, the recent one?
No, I'm saying the one they had in Atlanta in '96.
Oh, 90s. They had a bombing, I remember, during that one.
It was before, yeah, right at the beginning, the end of it. Yep.
Oh, the bomb exploded after you left?
No, the bomb was on the early part of the Olympics. Yes.
Oh, all right.
But it was part of our honeymoon. We was actually honeymooning in Myrtle Beach. Someone gave us a condo as a gift for the whole week, but we still got a rental car and drove down to Atlanta because we had tickets for track and field.
Yeah, that's the one that Michael Johnson ran in with the gold sneakers. Remember that?
With the gold shoes on.
Yeah, I remember that one. That was crazy.
We were there for that. Yeah,
I was a little kid back then, man. You was married already? Damn.
That was our honeymoon.
Yeah, I was like 12, 13 years old back then.
96, yep.
No,
I just
yeah,
celebrated
I
my
was
30th.
11.
I
Yeah.
just celebrate my 30th. Just this weekend, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. Literally like 30 years from now. We was at the Olympics and we gonna go when they hit LA.
Well, man, the next World Cup is on 3 continents. In Europe, Africa, and South America.
Ooh.
I think they're starting off the World Cup in Argentina, I think, because that's like, it's like, what is it, the 50 or the 100-year anniversary of the World Cup or something like that? And they're going to do the anniversary one where they started the last, so they're going to open it up in Argentina, and then the rest of the games will be played in Africa and Europe. I think it's Morocco and Spain. Morocco and Spain, Portugal. So I made a promise to my daughters we're going to go to the Spain or Portugal. Nope, EU is blocking FIFA. Fuck them. I'm gonna go to Morocco. Y'all better get that. Y'all better get that shish kebab ready. My Moroccan friends. Yeah. Can we wait? Can you smoke weed in Morocco? Is that legal?
Mm-hmm.
I gotta go where that's legal. Otherwise, man, I can't go nowhere.
No, we ain't doing 9. Too grown for that.
Yeah, my mom was like, "Yo, let's go. I got a fucking private jet to Dubai." I'd be like, "All right, yeah, can we smoke weed? Just you can't bring nothing." I'm like, damn.
You when you get back.
Man,
See
man.
when you get
uh.
back. Take pictures for me.
I'd be like, because I'm not trying to be fucking, get locked up in the middle of a desert somewhere. Welcome, always welcome in the Netherlands, mate. Weed is okay here. I've been to Amsterdam twice. I told you guys the story when I went to Amsterdam last time. We were walking through the red light district, and some dude is walking with a camera, and the girls behind, they stand in these doorways that are just all glass, so you could see who the girl is behind, but she's behind the door, and the door is all glass. And she ran out of there, and then 10 more girls ran out from different, and they started wailing at this guy with their fucking heels and yelling, and broke his camera and all that. He was just a tourist walking around recording shit. But yeah, it's very strict about that. You can't be recording in the red light district.
I ain't doing too much.
Weed legal only US, Colombia. Weed ain't legal in Colombia, bro. You know what kind of issues I have? Bro, forget it. Pakistan. That's why I should be going back there. Dubai only at home, not outside. Really? Just legal like that? I get 45 seconds here. Ugh. $30 bullish above the range. The 1 hour indecisive, well, bearish also above the range. Yeah, this is ugly. This is trash. And if we're gonna fake out here, at least close me below. Will it? All right, I don't know. That is a tough closure on the one. Because we held this little chop here, the support and resistance, we held them both and closed in the middle. Had resistance on the 15, on the 30. The hourly is not back below range. Yeah, I don't like it. If this doesn't exist here, I'm to the left. Or if we hold the hourly resistance, this is where most likely I'm taking that sell 418 or 118.5. But I think in this case, because of this chop, this area could act as a support here. And if we act as a support here, just continue pushing up here. Yeah, I need more closures. So here's the deal. I'm going to take this into the signal channel. Yeah, we'll take this into the private community and we'll see if we get some positions throughout the evening. If not, yeah, I plan to stream tomorrow morning as long as I'm back home. How about this? I'll make a deal with you guys. I'll let the mods know in the morning just so that, or I'll drop it in the chat, in the general chat in our Discord if you want to be a part of that. But if you subscribe to the YouTube, you'll see a notification on there. Okay, yeah, man, this sucks. We waited till the last moment, but into lower volume time, we're still in the chop. I just want to clear drive out of here. I don't want to mess around within the chat. Let me show me volume, show me a push, and we'll have a much easier time getting into the position. Thanks for the stream, Lauren. I appreciate you as well. See you in New York. Yes, hope so. How you get your background like that? Honestly, ChatGPT. I just ChatGPT'd it, and it taught me how to do it. Good luck. Yeah, good luck to everybody. Thanks, gang. I'm gonna dip here. I'm gonna call it a session. Thank you guys for coming through. I appreciate all of you.
I feel good.
One of the best streams we've done, honestly. And just in terms of the breakdowns, yeah, we have a lot of chatter here, right? A lot of Japanese, but that's from time to time. More often than not, you'll hear us breaking things down, answering questions, and when we discuss actual positions, there's so much value if you're able to pick up on, right, and read between the lines. All right, don't just tune out because somebody's discussing soccer or puberty or high school, whatever. Just or partying, pay attention. All right, gang, let's call it a session. I appreciate you guys showing up here today. Zoom gang, I'll see you in the clubhouse. Mods, thank you so much for helping me run the stream. Chat, love and wisdom to you all as always. Wow! No, wow. You kidding me?
Break out the red panties. We're rich, baby.
Anyway, as for me, chat, I gotta run. My time here is up. And just like that, another Asian session is in the books.
All right, y'all.
Yeah, thank you guys for coming through. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Most, like 90% likely, we're hosting a New York session, but I'll post about it in the general chat. Good night, everybody. Later.